What's up, everybody? I am the Mike Robles, and I am sitting down here with James Goddard, Design Director at Microsoft for Killer Instinct, and we are going to talk about some awesome stuff that's coming down. James, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
I want to, first off, thank you for taking the time out to come and talk to us. We're here to talk about leagues for KI.
Oh, yeah, leagues. So excited about them.
So let's just jump into it. What are leagues?
So when the team was looking at what to do with ranked for Season 2, I mean, we knew we had, like, as players were reporting, some of the best netcode period for online play, and we just kind of looked at the fact that it's like playing local, and we've got online people winning at local tournaments, and we wanted to do something bigger than what's been done for the last 15 years on fighting games. We wanted to get away from the old formula of 51% win ratio or nothing, only the best climb up, which of course at the end of the day that matters, but that kind of leaves everybody else kind of stuck in a logjam like rank 10 or under, going, do I suck? What's going on? Why can't I get out of this? It's just not a very rewarding experience.
Right.
So we looked at other competitive genres, and they're doing something right, and they're doing leagues. And leagues are structured in a way that lets people fight appropriate skill level people. The point system is skewed to their skill level. Okay. Lets them climb and be successful, and then eventually they get to the top, and different genres have different takes on what that is. And in our case, that's, we go from bronze, silver, gold. And if you're really, really good, there's a whole pro tier called the killer tier.
That sounds awesome. So we talked a little bit about the what and a little bit of the why, but let's go deeper into the why leagues. Like, so obviously KI, as you mentioned, has this awesome net code. We've got pro players, we've got your casuals, we've got everybody playing this game. Why now? Why decide to make leagues a thing now?
Well, it just makes sense. I mean, it's just an evolution, and KI is always trying to innovate and do something different, and we've been with monthly releases of characters and all these other things we've been doing that the public's really responded well to. There's been a lot of talk about, hey, how come I can't get out of like the top, like rank 5? Why is this so punishing? And so a lot of it's just to do with the score system. And so what leagues does is, let me walk you through it. So first of all, talk about the journey. So you go into qualifiers, like any professional tournament or other league. There's qualifiers, and so we're going to fight 10 fights. Okay. So we go in there and we fight our 10 fights, and under the hood, it's matching you up and testing you and kind of stress testing you on what you can handle. So let's pretend like I'm a scrub and you're a pro, or to have that backwards.
Let's do it.
You're a pro and I'm a scrub.
Yeah, that's.
But everybody out there watching knows I'm a scrub. But
I am also a scrub.
But you go in and you start winning, and so it's going to start pitting you against harder and harder opponents. Okay. And we're tracking you on those top 10 qualifiers to see what you can handle. And the cool thing is, the whole time there's a bar on the side that shows you which tier you're trending towards. If you keep qualifying, you're going to get placed in a higher tier. And so there's bronze, silver, gold, and then eventually the elite area is killer. Okay. No one can just jump to killer, but you can definitely jump to gold. So let's say you're in there, you're just crushing fools, you're going, and you trend, you come into gold. Good for you. Me, I'm a casual player because that's where I'm at now, and I trend towards bronze. So once you're in there, it's all about the journey, and the nice thing is, so you're in gold. Now let's say you then hit a bunch of matches that are just rough matches for you. You're like, I'm gold, and you get in there, lose,
which will happen to me.
You are not going to fall back out of gold. Now, there's been some buzz when we announced this. They're like, well, it sounds kind of overly scrubby. But the nice thing about it is, it's not about you falling out of gold. The question is, can you get out of gold? Can you go up? It's not about going down. It's about going up. And so, you're going to hit the bottom of gold, or you're going to start at the bottom of gold. You're not going to go anywhere. That's okay, because eventually you'll get better. You'll keep fighting other people in gold, and you'll climb out. Me at bronze, I'm going to start fighting people, and let's say I come across you. Let's say I have a good match and I beat you. Yeah. You're gold, I'm a bronze. Normally, that would be a really bad thing for you.
Yeah, I would lose another rank or so like I do.
And like days worth of work gone.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is all about appropriate scoring. Let's say that I'm secretly actually a pro player, just happens to be playing a new account, smurfing my way up from bronze intentionally, just to have fun with people.
Yeah, why not?
So again, this is a case where that would suck for you. Yeah. No, anyway, so back to me actually getting lucky is, so I get a nice little point boost, and even if I lost to you, I would take a point loss, but it wouldn't be punishing, because after all, I should lose to you. you take a minor hit. It's really minor.
That's
and again,
good.
you can't fall backwards, so even if I'm smurfing, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But again, it's about the journey of climbing out of the tier you're in, and the eventual goal for everybody, ultimate goal, is to be in the killers.
That does sound pretty awesome.
Yeah, so let's talk about killer.
Yeah. Please let's talk about killer, because killer sounds awesome.
Yeah, like, you know, it's kind of like the Platinum League or wherever you hear about other guys having. So the guys at Iron Galaxy, many of them are pro fighting game players.
Yeah.
As you know, Keats is an ex-pro and a big tournament organizer.
Yeah.
Ran UFG, super successful at that, one of the biggest.
Yeah,
right?
it was.
So the guys got their heads together and they said, but where do pros go in this? And typically what happens is, you know, you go to the top of a leaderboard and you sit there and you get enough wins with not enough with a minimal amount of losses, you just bail, you're just gone.
Yeah.
You sit at the top of the leaderboard, you're like, own it.
Yeah.
Good luck. And then if you start months and months behind or years behind, you have no way of catching that person.
Right.
So what they figured out for the killer tier is it's a monthly reset. That's a battle to be the top 32 killers in the world.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
And so, yeah, that's super hardcore, right?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
But that's the hardcore tier you're in. If you get there, you want this.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like me, I'm like, top 32, I don't even know when I'm getting there. That's
Right,
okay. I don't need to worry about that right now.
You can hang out in gold and keep building yourself in gold.
But when I get there, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I will get there, damn it. It's going to happen. My Saber Wolf will make it happen.
Nice.
But anyway, so top 32. So what happens is you're in the killer tier, and now it's a whole new point system. And best of all, most important thing, it's best 2 out of 3 for killer versus killer.
See, that just sounds like that's a reason enough for me to try to get into killer, because I love
exactly. It's a real reflection of like tournament play.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you don't know your opponent until you've played them at least one match, and
you
go in old ranked, and it's like you hit somebody, and you're like, oh, shenanigans! I should have done this.
Right? Yeah. Like I could have won that match. Like if I had run it back, I would win this matchup. Now that
exactly. So now you can run it back.
That sounds awesome.
So best 2 out of 3. We call it out. It's killer versus killer only, just to be clear.
Okay. So you have to get to killer first to be able to get. Okay.
Yep. So and then you get your points, and it's a point system, and it is more punishing in killer, but that's the tier you're in.
Right.
Now, if you're a killer and you hit someone smurfing, or just some lucky guy scrub like me who's coming up, and you see a bronze, it can happen. If there's not enough killers online, you're gonna, or someone's not available, you may get faced against a bronze.
Okay.
That's not 2 out of 3 anymore. But let's say you lost to that person. That would be just devastating in the most old systems.
Right. Yeah.
Again, you know, it's all about appropriate. It's like we're gonna give you enough points so you beat that bronze. It's worth your while to take the time. Mathematically, it works out to be worth your time. However, if you lose that person, it's 25 points. And you get 50 points for beating other killers.
Yeah.
So I mean, you take 50 point loss if you lose to another killer.
Right.
So you know, now me as the bronze guy, I see you. I'm like, oh, there's another loss. I only lose 5 points.
Oh wow.
If I beat you, I get a good amount of points.
Yeah.
So it's all about risk reward, and we're kind of taking some of the punishing stuff out of there. Let me get back on track here, though.
No, I mean this all sounds awesome. It's something very. I like that we've got this geared towards, obviously, the hardcore pro player is going to be like, I want to jump into killer, I want to have that top 32 killer,
right.
And then the casual is going to be like, I'm going to try to see how far I can get.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what top 32 also means, for the monthly reset. So at the end of the month, we're going to lock in the top 32 killers. There's going to be a little countdown timer. It's going to let you know when that's happening, so it's crystal clear to everybody when that ends. And if you're a top 32 killer, you get a pro star icon on your gamer card.
Sounds cool.
And it's on the leaderboard, and it's a prestige thing because each month you can do it again and again and again. So let's say you're like some of the guys out there that are constantly winning tournaments, and you happen to be playing ranked leagues a lot, and you're in the top 32 a lot. So you come across someone with 4. That means 4 times they've been a top 32 killer.
Wow.
10, they've been there 10 times.
That's insane. And so when you say player card, you mean the in-game player card, right?
The in-game player card.
You'll get a nice little badge or
yep,
icon.
it's going to have a star right on that player card.
Awesome.
So all the extra little things you get on there. Also, new bevel edge around the player card that represents bronze, silver,
right. And
gold,
we've seen some
killer.
of that we've seen some of that in some of the Iron Galaxy streams. We've seen all of the new
yeah, people call that. They're like, wait, what's going on there?
No,
yep.
That's awesome.
We've brought back the titles. Some of the titles. We don't have all 40 of them, but Button Masher, Killer.
Yeah. That's cool.
Super Scrub for me. No. Super Scrub.
Super Scrub.
Yeah, that one got edited out. I tried to pitch that. Anyway, button masher is much better. They're
Yeah.
like, isn't that just another word for button masher?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. I think super scrubs. You know,
I like super.
the
Super
gamer
Scrub.
tag was taken too. I was gonna do that. It was gonna be my official one. Anyway,
That's a good one.
but yeah, no, I mean that's what we're doing. And then the other cool thing is now it's extreme bragging rights too. When you see,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm like, yo, I've got 12 stars. You know,
Jeez.
pro stars every single month. I've been a top 32 killer. I mean.
Right.
So tournament organizers can look at that.
Yeah.
We got online tournaments with 8-Bit Beatdown,
Yeah.
with KI Cup coming up.
Yep.
Those guys, you know, Evo, they can look
Yeah.
at some of this. Who knows? Maybe tournament organizers might start finding that kind of an interesting way to start maybe seeding people too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Hint, hint, suggestion. Yeah, but and that is part of what we're doing, you know, with leagues. Another thing is all leagues from now on, all ranked play from now on. The base XP modifier of that is 1.5 or 150%.
Wow. That's awesome.
Used to be 10% or 110%.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've raised that. Playing Kyle, difficulty AI is also now 150, just for all you guys who play single player and don't
Right.
give
Yeah.
two craps about.
Hey, you know what? Playing Kyle is a great way to learn. It's difficult, but I find that playing Kyle is sometimes a great way to learn.
It is a nightmare. Way to go, Kyle, over at DH for making such great hard AI. Oh my God, it's so difficult, but it's so fun to play.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's basically the gist of what's going on with leagues, and they're dropping with the Algonos update, which is imminent.
Yeah,
Probably shortly after the video when it releases.
Yeah, I believe once we release this video, the Agnos update should be live.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome. Well, cool. Well, James, again, thanks again for coming down. It's James Goddard giving us the skinny on leagues. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
You got it. And guys, I'll see you online.
Yeah.